Good afternoon and good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel and coffee stream number 180. I hope everyone is doing very well today and had a good weekend. I am apologizing in advance for the way I sound today. I am stupidly tired. Uh-oh, this video is unavailable. Try refreshing, guys. Sorry. I just got a couple of people in chat saying this video is saying that it got reset to this video is unavailable. So yeah. It is gloomy as fuck out today, and because of that, I am so freaking tired and I have a really bad headache, so I apologize for the way I sound today. If I sound out of it, I do not mean to be. However, I will attempt to wake up and do better. I have my coffee with me, so hopefully that helps. Hi, Pinkalo. He says it's gonna storm. Yes, it is. Let's see. So let's see who's here. We have, other than Pinkalo, we have Duck Dog. It's been happening a lot to me. It's like it can't grab the live stream when it starts. Yeah, I've had that happen to me on my own streams as well, because like I say, I usually have my watch page up so that I can catch if anything goes wrong. And I do get video unavailable sometimes, and I just have to refresh and it catches it. It's really annoying. So let's see. We've got Check Your Logic as well. We've got Green Thunder. We've got Seamus. Good morning. Let's see. We have coffee in the afternoon. Coffee all the time. Coffee all the time, unless, it's after. I try and fail most times, but try to stick to no coffee after like 5 o'clock, unless I'm staying up until midnight or something. But yeah, I usually fail at that because I just love coffee so much. I really do. So I have a good amount of I've picked out 9 stories and sent them to myself. But if they end up being short stories, there are a plethora, and I am not kidding, a plethora of stories that I can go and choose from. So we are not hurting for news. So I'm just going to log into Twitter here because today, unfortunately, I am less prepared than I was before. Like last week, there were like 3 days that I had all the articles up and everything was set. But today, I am just totally out of it, so I apologize. But I at least have the stories sent to me and ready, but I like to try and have everything open so I can just go to them. So I apologize. All right, let's see here. Y'all are lightweights. I go to bed with coffee on my nightstand, says Pumpkin Trucker. It's my fault. Sorry, lunchtime quickies will do that to you. Oh, Pink Hollow. I'm big happy. All right. Pinkalo. All right. Let's see. We've got a bunch of stories here. Some of them are funny, some of them are anger inducing. So let's see here. Watergate figure in spotlight as Mueller, or as Dems begin Mueller report hearing. So we've got somebody from Watergate days being brought up and talked about in this whole thing now. This is a Fox News article, and it's got a here's what you need to know thing. So John Dean is who they're talking about. So let's read this here.
Link. John Dean, the former White House counsel to Richard Nixon and a key figure in the Watergate scandal, is expected to be front and center on Capitol Hill on Monday, as House Democrats are set to begin a series of hearings this coming week seeking to keep the spotlight on special counsel Robert Mueller's report. Although the week could end with Attorney General William Barr and former White House counsel Donald McGahn in contempt of Congress, no formal impeachment inquiry is on the table, and the way forward remains unclear. Prominent Democrats have continued to support the investigative path, in the words of Speaker Nancy Pelosi, that some of them publicly hope will lead to impeachment. Trump slammed the hearings on Sunday, calling Dean, who is also a CNN contributor, a sleazebag attorney, and the Dems do not get do-overs in the Russia investigation.
They shouldn't, no. They shouldn't get a do-over. The Mueller report shows that there was no collusion. I don't know what they expect. I really don't. Okay, Martin, I will look into that after the stream. I will look at my PayPal settings and see what can be done. Thanks for letting me know about that. I got emails too, but I have been getting them. What, says Pinkalo, after 12 years? I'm proud to talk about our sex life and that we have a sex life. That's true. Anyway, I will look into that, Martin, because I have been getting your donations. They're in my PayPal account. It's really weird. It's really, really weird. I'm going to look into my PayPal settings when I'm done the stream. All right, let's see here.
Mexico still in Trump tariff crosshairs. Even as he again hailed his administration's last-minute deal on Friday with Mexico as a successful agreement to address illegal immigration at the southern...
Wait, what the hell? Why are we talking about Mexico right now? We're in a different article. I'm confused. Hold on. Okay, I see what they've done. Those tricky bastards they've hidden these stories behind links now. Fucking okay, here we go. Here we go. So Representative Nadler is the one that is called John Dean forward. The Mexicans are taking over articles now, says Duck Dog. Yeah, no. That was my it's weird because they've been returning the money. So I've got the money and you've got the money. I don't understand what's going on, Martin. This is really weird. PayPal, why are you being so weird? Let's see here. I have 0 notifications. I have your record of your transaction here. It says payment received. Yeah. Yeah. It says payment received. This is really fucking weird. I will go into my PayPal settings and see what the hell's going on after the stream is over. Let's see here.
What is Rep. Nadler trying to accomplish with John Dean as the first witness? Reaction from Fox News contributor Jason Chaffetz and former Watergate prosecutor John Sale.
Okay, so this is an opinion piece about what's going on here. Okay, let's read.
John Dean, the former White House counsel to Richard Nixon and a key figure in the Watergate scandal whom President Trump called a sleazebag on Sunday, is expected to be front and center on Capitol Hill on Monday, as House Democrats are set to begin a series of hearings this coming week seeking to keep the spotlight on special counsel Robert Mueller's report.
Of course they are.
Although the week could end with Attorney General Bill Barr and former White House counsel Donald McGahn in contempt of Congress, no formal impeachment inquiry is on the table, and the way forward remains unclear. Prominent Democrats have continued to support the investigative path, in the words of Speaker Nancy Pelosi, that some of them publicly hoped would lead to that outcome. On Saturday, Hillary Clinton claimed that the Mueller report showed obstruction of justice occurred days after Pelosi reportedly said she wanted to see Trump in prison.
Okay, Hillary, you have no business talking about obstruction of justice. Seriously, you are absolutely insane. You have no business talking about obstruction of justice. I don't. Wow. There is no. The report shows that there is no collusion. There is no obstruction. I don't understand why the Dems keep doing this to themselves. They are making sure that there is another Trump term. Let's see. I don't know, but I don't think you can obstruct justice if no crime was committed. Green Thunder, that sounds right to me. Also listening to old coffee streams and hearing that and BP mentioned that she has a Sega Dreamcast. I do. We do have a Sega Dreamcast. The very first blind and the special streams were us playing Dreamcast. So yeah, it's Dreamcast is fun. But there's only I only have two games, that I can play on my Dreamcast. Right now I have 3 that I play on my PlayStation. I really got to start playing Tekken and stuff again. John Dean was fine being a Republican until his balls were on the chopping block, says Duck Dot. Sounds about right. Soul Calibur did debut on Dreamcast. It is my favorite game, and I have it. The old Japanese Soul Calibur. Yep, I have it. I totally do. All right, let's see.
Trump lashed out Sunday over the planned hearings in the appearance of Dean, also a CNN contributor. For 2 years all the Democrats talked about was the Mueller report, because they knew that it was loaded up with 13 angry Democrat Trump haters, later increased to 18. But despite the bias, when the report came out, the findings were no collusion and facts that led to no obstruction, the president tweeted. He added, Red Democrats want a redo or do-over. They are even bringing in at CNN's sleazebag attorney John Dean. Sorry, no do-overs. Go back to work.
Oh, Trump. Oh, Trump. That's CNN sleazebag John Dean. No do-overs. Go back to work. That's Trump, Trump, Trump. You are, I mean, sometimes I don't like how you talk, but then other times it's great. This is one of those times. Also, I watched your New Eyes video. That was brave of you. Oh, thanks, man. It does suck getting those done. But I'm lucky that I live in a place where they're covered, and I have access to people that can make them. So that's always a better way to look at it. So let's see here.
Link. Donald J. Trump. Link.
Oh, we've got the Twitter here, the tweet here. They've just told us. Let's skip through all these links. Skipping through all the tweet. There we go. Sorry, it's all Twitter links, and I don't want you guys to hear link. So I just wanted to. Here we go.
Dean's dramatic appearance before the House Judiciary Committee, in particular, could create a spectacle not unlike the May hearing before the panel, in which Rep. Steve Cohen, D. Tennessee, Link, showed up with a bucket of fried chicken and a ceramic chicken statue. You are current Thursday to mock an absent bar, in a march.
Oh, wow. Really? That's mature.
Link. Opposite the editorial page, in the New York Times, Dean made clear his thoughts on the Trump, whom he called an authoritarian president, in no uncertain terms.
Wait, did this article just say on the Trump?
Link. In the New York Times, Dean made clear his thoughts on the Trump.
It did. On the Trump. Dean made clear his thoughts on the Trump. Okay. Trump may have been skinned, but he's got balls of solid brass. He really does. Let's see here.
In fact, all Americans are affected by the growing authoritarianism that made Mr. Trump president, Dean wrote. These people who facilitated his rise will remain long after Mr. Trump is gone. We need to pay more attention. You are currently on attack. Late Saturday, Dean escalated his personal attacks. You are current.
So I wonder. I wonder if I am going to do something fun. Let's see if someone's around to talk about this, because this is really interesting that the Democrats are willing to bring in somebody from Nixon's camp way back then and then skewer Trump for saying, oh, he's a sleazebag, and because Trump is no Nixon. Like, he didn't commit any crimes. Nixon did. Hello, Costin. Shh, just let it happen, says Check Your Logic. Hearing Link over and over is funny for me. I don't know about anyone else. That's funny. Growing authoritarianism from the left and the right, going with both. Yeah, for sure. So I am going to very quickly do something here. Because there's a few people here or there's a few things today that I'm going to be talking about that I think will be interesting to have people come talk about. Let's see. I will send it to you and sorry for the dead air, guys. I'm just yeah. All right. Sorry, guys. I was just doing something quickly. Okay, so they're dragging up John Dean for some reason, bringing him in to talk about Mueller. Yes, I'm okay. I was just quickly sending out. No, Mr. Bond. I expect you to die. Oh yes, we'll get there. Oh, come on, blinds. Don't let some dead space. Sorry, Adam. Okay, let's read this article now. So, Dean escalated his personal attacks, tweeting. Let's
Currently
read
on a
here.
link. Black on white. Would someone get Trump a dog? He needs a friend so he won't endlessly vent on Twitter. He's uninterested in government and policy. He doesn't read. He doesn't exorcise. He has no real friends. A dog might save humankind. Admittedly, it's a lot to ask of a dog, but help is needed.
What the Okay. Trump, okay, I know Trump rambles, but this guy just took rambling to the whole next level. Just Trump needs a dog that will save humanity. Okay. Wacko. Oh god, not again. Not again. Why are we doing puns again? No. Oh dear. Okay. Wow. Okay. That Oh wow. You guys are funny. Okay, here we go.
Link. Dodge fires back at Nadler. Last August, Trump had his own harsh words for Dean, who assisted with the Watergate cover-up and pleaded guilty to obstruction before becoming a key prosecution witness.
Aha, so he pleaded guilty and rolled over on Nixon. I see. So he's a turncoat.
John Dean, former counsel to President Nixon, testifying during a Senate Watergate hearing in 1973. Image.
Oh, they've got, sorry, that's a picture of John Dean.
The president. Link. Tweeted. The failing at NY Times wrote a fake piece today implying that because White House counsel, Don McGahn was giving hours of testimony to the special counsel, he must be a John Dean type rat, Trump wrote. But I allowed him and all others to testify. I didn't have to. I have nothing to hide.
He's not wrong. He's really not wrong. I don't see. I keep saying this. I'm not a big fan of Trump, but he's not wrong when he says certain things. Like when he misspeaks and says things like the moon is a part of Mars, then that just doesn't help his cause. But it's just you can't possibly think that like Trump has done anything wrong. He's done quite a lot of things for the US. They've all been like he's done a pretty good job. Pinkalo and I keep asking people in our immediate family who hate Trump, what's he done? And they splutter at us and oh, he's just a terrible person. But why? Well, because he says horrible things, but that doesn't mean he's done bad. Like he's gotten things done for the country, right? I can't believe you like Trump. No, we're just asking what he's done wrong. You can, dislike somebody and still say that they've done nothing wrong. It's
link Donald J. Trump.
Oh, we've got more tweets here. Let's
link the failing. Visited link at NY Times. Wrote a fake piece today implying that because White House counsel Don McGahn was giving hours of testimony to the special counsel, he must be a John Dean type rat, but I allowed him and all others to testify. I didn't have to. I have nothing to hide.
That's Trump's tweet.
Link. Partisan theatrics and high-profile witnesses, Republicans have distracted from Congress legislative work. Jason Chaffetz, a former member of the Judiciary Committee and a Fox News contributor, has accused the committee's chairman, Jerry Nadler, DNY, of link running a clown show. You are currently...
They have been running a clown show. It's been absolutely ridiculous. This parade of witnesses who are just mentally vomiting absolute crap all over Congress, and just this endless stream of vapid people who know absolutely nothing, and the scope of ignorance that is being shown is absolutely terrifying. Think about all the people who still think Trudeau is still a swell guy. Yeah, I know. Whenever you talk about Watergate, you have to talk about the lawyer who was fired from the investigation team because of ethics violations. Hillary Clinton. The U.S. needed Trump when he was elected, says Irate Prostate. I would agree with that. Let's see.
Democrats, throughout the week, also are likely to lay the groundwork for an appearance from Mueller himself, despite his stated desire to link avoid the spotlight.
He does want to avoid the spotlight. He's like, no, I'm done. I've done the report. Everything I have to say is in the report.
The hearings are to focus on the two main topics of Mueller's report, obstruction of justice and Russian election interference. Following the Monday hearing on presidential obstruction and other crimes, the House has scheduled a vote on Tuesday to link authorize contempt cases against Barr and McGahn for failing to comply with subpoenas from the Democrat-controlled House.
Oh my God, really? You're gonna authorize contempt cases against... Okay, I think this is just temper tantrum crap. This is, you won't let me play with the blocks? Well, fine. I'm just gonna burn the blocks then. Like, this is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. This is just... Oh my goodness.
Link. John Dean, screen name. Link. Would someone get Trump a dog? He needs a friend so he won't endlessly vent on Twitter. He's uninterested in government and policy. He doesn't read. He doesn't exercise. He has no real friends. A dog might save humankind. Admittedly, it's a lot to ask of a dog, but help is needed.
Wait, why is voiceover pronouncing exercise like exorcise, like exorcism? Hold on.
Words. Would. Some get tro a dog he ni a for he want he and man on toward he s uninterested in government and polity. Dos t read he do t exorcise character space h space period e s I c r e x e.
Weird. Voiceover pronounced it exorcise, like exorcism. But it's spelt properly. For a minute, didn't think it was spelt properly, but no, voiceover just pronounced it way wrong. God bless God Emperor Trump. Yes, yes. Wow, John Dean. You should talk. So let's see here. It says
Barr has defied a subpoena to provide a full and unredacted version of Mueller's Trump-Russia report, along with underlying evidence from the report. Republicans have asserted that federal law protecting secretive grand jury information would prevent Barr from turning over all of those documents, and Mueller himself has said he did not question Barr's good faith in his handling of the report's release.
Yeah. So what's the problem, Democrats?
Mcgahn, who was referenced in the Mueller report frequently, also has defied subpoenas to provide documents and testify before the Judiciary Committee. The White House directed Mcgahn not to comply with requests for documents during his tenure there, saying he's legally immune from being compelled to testify about privileged discussions in the course of his official duties. Democrats have responded that Mcgahn waived that privilege by agreeing to speak to Mueller.
No, he didn't. He waived that privilege for everyone when he agreed to speak to one person. He waived that privilege for all cases when he agreed to speak to one person in one case. I don't think that's how that works. I mean, like, I admittedly do not know very much about congressional law and how exactly the judicial branch of the U.S. government works, but that sounds wrong to me. That does not sound accurate. Let's see here. Looks like your screen reader definitely needs to take the short bus back to school. You know what? It does. What if they really do mean exorcism? Yeah, that would be interesting. I've actually thought about changing the computer voice to the screen reader voice on my phone, because the one I found for my phone is the actual Siri female voice, and it is super clear, it's super enunciated, and it pronounces things much better. I may change it. I don't know.
Link. This is getting serious. New York Times drop language in the resolution to be considered Tuesday. UAP link would make it easier for committee chairmen to take the Trump administration to court. Those chairs could take legal action to enforce subpoenas in the future without a vote of the full House, so long as they have approval from a 5-person bipartisan group in which Democrats have the majority. We are currently
Okay, so they want a 5-person bipartisan group with the Democrats being the majority. So there's no point in having bipartisan members there because the Democrats need to have the majority anyway. So BP's screen reader has come on leaps and bounds since the early coffee streams. Yeah, the default voice is Samantha, and she's terrible. This voice is Ava, and she's a lot better than Samantha, but the Siri female voice is leaps and bounds better than Ava.
This coming Wednesday, the House Intelligence Committee has said it intends to review the counterintelligence implications of the Russian meddling. Mueller said there was no proof of a criminal conspiracy between the Trump campaign and Russia despite multiple efforts by Russians to involve the Trump campaign, but he said he could not exonerate Trump on obstruction.
Okay, so he can't exonerate Trump on obstruction, but there was no Russian meddling. There was no collusion. So what does that mean for Trump? Is it nuclear or nuclear? It's nuclear. It's pronounced nuclear. Let's see here.
Intelligence Committee Chairman Adam Schiff, D. California, said the goal of the Wednesday hearing will be to explain to the American people the serious counterintelligence concerns raised by the Mueller report, examine the depth and breadth of the unethical and unpatriotic conduct it describes, and produce prescriptive remedies to ensure that this never happens again. With link, Trump pledging that we're fighting all the subpoenas, top Democrats have said they wanted to avoid repeated floor votes on contempt resolutions detracting from their legislative agenda. You are currently...
How about you guys just drop it then? This is a very simple matter. Just fucking drop it. There's nothing else to harp on. I don't understand. This is why does this have to keep going?
Link image heading level 4 link House the Department of Justice maintains that they have been forthcoming in providing documents, Griff Jenkins reports. The procession of hearings and votes in the week ahead is designed in part to mollify anxious Democrats who have pushed Pelosi, D. California, to link begin impeachment proceedings immediately. You are currently on link Pelosi. Link Pelosi so far has rejected that option, preferring a slower, more methodical approach to investigating the president, including the court fights and hearings.
That's because Pelosi deep down inside knows that there is nothing that she can do and has no leg to stand on. That's Schiff is a fucking snake, says Irate. Yep. He sure is.
During a meeting with Nadler and other committee heads last week, Pelosi made the case that she would rather see Trump voted out of office and in prison than merely impeached, according to multiple sources.
Yes, she did. She sure did. She came right out and she said she thinks Trump should be voted out and put into prison. That was an interesting statement.
The latest approach appears to have satisfied restless House Democrats for the time being. Rep. Jamie Raskin, DMD, who pleaded with Pelosi last month to start an inquiry, said the votes and hearings would be enough, for now, as they wait to see what happens in court. You are currently on a
So, wait and see, basically. We've got a wait and see situation here from the Democrats because they know that they have got nothing else to do.
I am very satisfied that things are moving in the right direction, Raskin said, and I think the American people are getting increasingly educated and engaged about the lawlessness of the president.
The lawlessness of the president. What lawlessness? You guys wanted Hillary Clinton in the White House, and you're saying that Trump is lawless? Wow. The unawareness is staggering. Pelosi, bring that shit. Hashtag hand job. God, Pelosi looks like she's ripping. She's gripping. Let's see.
Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi, D. California, meeting with reporters the day after the House Judiciary Committee voted to hold Attorney General William Barr in contempt of Congress. AP photo slap.
Oh, that's okay.
Speaker of the House. We should never. Rep. David Cicilline, a Judiciary Committee member who has favored an impeachment inquiry, took pains to avoid separating himself from top Democrats such as Pelosi. We should never proceed with impeachment for political reasons. We should never refuse to proceed with impeachment for political reasons, Cicilline, DRI, said.
Ha! Right. Because that's not what you guys have been trying to do since he was elected, right? Try and find a way to impeach him for political reasons. I mean, I know I'm blind, but I can see what you're trying to do here. Hillary dropping bodies, yep.
Link on Fox News Sunday. Republicans are poised to defend the president at the hearings and challenge Democrats on the decision not to open impeachment hearings. Link. Click to get the Fox News app.
Okay.
Georgia Rep. Doug Collins, the top Republican on the House Judiciary Committee. Link. Sent Nadler a letter Friday calling the upcoming hearing a mock impeachment hearing and warning Democrats to be civil when speaking of the president.
It is a mock impeachment hearing. Good on the Georgia representative. So that's the end of that Fox News article. Let's see. What's our next? What is our next thing here? Oh, so Fire Flats residents had safety concerns. So I don't know if you remember the Barking Flats fire. If there's anybody in UK who I think that was UK that might remember this. This is from the BBC. This is from, let's see here. So it says, Barking Flats fire. Residents had safety concerns before blaze. This is from 3 hours ago. Let's see here. Here we go.
Residents at a block of flats engulfed by flames said concerns were raised with builders and the council about potential fire hazards.
Oh, wow. So people were already worried, and they tried to tell, I guess, builders and I'm guessing council members. I'm wondering if these were council flats.
20 flats with wooden balconies were destroyed and another. Link. 10 damaged in the fire in East London, Barking on Sunday. You are currently on a link. Resident Rachel Mendez said, the fire spread so quickly. I can't even explain. It was just an inferno.
So this is in East London. And I guess they had wooden balconies. I mean, my Pink Hollows and my first apartment had a wooden back porch, but we lived in like a sixplex. They were just like little back porch type deals that they were shared. Because there were 2 apartments to a floor. So there was 2 basement apartments, and then there was 2 apartments on the second floor, and then 2 apartments up on the third floor. Oh, excuse me. And so the 4 apartments up above had wooden porches on the back. But it said, that is council housing for you, says Armskiller. Well, Sweden had a bombing. Oh, shit. I didn't know that. Grenfell Tower? No, I think this is sooner. It happened yesterday, I think. It was non-flower proof. Jesus Christ, blind press. Non-fireproof wooden cladding. Or cladding. Sorry. The flame climbed the walls. Yeah. I wouldn't doubt that.
London Mayor Sadiq Khan said the shocking fire could have easily resulted in fatalities.
Yes, it could have.
The Met Police said 15 to 18 families were evacuated from their homes and taken to the Thamesview Community Center, about a mile away from the scene. Link. Speaking on Twitter. Speaking on Twitter, Mr. Khan said that despite not having any responsibility or powers over the property, his team had been in contact with the owner of the building to resolve issues previously raised by the residents, adding that he would be making further contact with them and pushing for vital changes to be made.
Okay. Are you looking for virtue points for doing your mayoral duty? Oh, I don't have anything to do with this building and blah, 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 but I reached out to the builder before this fire, and I'm going to be reaching out again after. You're the mayor. If shit is going wrong and people are complaining and the complaints are being ignored, eventually it's going to get to you anyway. That's your job. Oh. I thought it was like a week ago. It was either a week ago or yesterday, like last Sunday or yesterday. Random internet box says more UK fires. Yep. Let's see here.
Image caption reservoir image copyright Royd image cap red end up link. Peter Mason, chair of the Barking Reach Residents Association, said he asked builder Bellway Homes to review the fire risk. In an email seen by the BBC from the firm last month, Bellway said the construction method used on the development in Scotland examined by Watchdog was different, and so the Barking Homes in DePass Gardens were not affected in the same way. You are currently on a text element.
So they were... Wait, what? Let me read that again. Sorry, guys.
In an email seen by the BBC from the firm last month, Bellway said the construction method used on the development in Scotland examined by Watchdog was different, and so the Barking Homes in DePass Gardens were not affected in the same way.
Okay, so they were built differently, so therefore not affected the same way? Is that what this is saying? I don't quite understand that sentence.
2 minutes ago, London, the Residents Association treasurer, Danilia Batista Amorim, said questions were raised over the timber frames and wood cladding of the block following the fire at Grenfell Tower.
Okay, so the Grenfell thing happened, and then everyone in the Barking flats were like, okay, perhaps we shouldn't have wooden timber and cladding for our balconies, and they brought this to the council and the builders, and nothing was done about it. Okay. I see.
She said residents were reassured by Bellway Homes the materials complied with fire regulations.
Okay, wood is wood. It's eventually going to burn, even if it's been treated or, like made fire resistant or whatever. It's going to burn at some point.
We were told that in the event of a fire, the materials, supposedly fire resistant, would give residents at least 30 minutes to evacuate. As we have seen, the block was engulfed in flames in about 2 minutes. A Bellway Homes spokesperson said, "We are taking the matter very seriously and working with all parties to help in establishing the cause of the fire."
Of course you are.
Image caption image copy image end of faults were also identified with sprinklers and fire alarms in the building, and fire wardens were put in place while the faults were fixed, Ms. Batista Amorim added.
Wow, so the fire suppression system wasn't even working properly. So you've got a wood, like a building with wood balconies that also has malfunctioning fire suppression equipment that needed fixing. What a wonderful recipe for disaster.
The fire wardens left their posts about 5 weeks ago, having been told the faults had been sorted. However, the residents of this block of flats did not hear a fire alarm. They were alerted to the fire by neighbors knocking on doors, she said.
That's terrifying.
Image caption. End of. More than 100 firefighters tackled the blaze, which spread over 6 floors, for more than 2 hours.
Wow. Wow. Those people are not getting their stuff back. Because it says what? 18 completely destroyed apartments and 10 damaged ones, I think. Was it 18 or 20 destroyed flats? That's insane.
London Assembly member Andrew Bluff, who lives nearby and went to help get people out, said on Twitter. I was also struck that there was no fire alarm. The fire alarms do not work, which to me seems crazy.
It is bad. This whole thing is bad. This looks terrible for Bellway Homes, whoever they are. You've got a set of circumstances where you were warned, you had complaints filed, and you were basically told your residents to shut up and go away. And now their homes are gone.
Image caption. Image. End of. Mihaela George said she had concerns about the safety of the wooden balconies on the flats. We raised several issues to the builder, the maintenance companies, and the council about the safety of having all these wooden balconies, she said. Mihaela George said she had concerns about the safety of the wooden balconies on the flats. End of. We raised. I was in my 4th floor flat when the fire started. We ran out. The fire brigade came, but they found it hard to find a water supply at first.
Oh God, that's scary. They not being able to find a good water supply to hook your hoses to.
Heading level 2. Everything gone. Ms. Mendez, who lived on the 3rd floor, said her life possessions were all gone. Everything is completely gone. Every sentimental thing I own has been destroyed. Just gone, like that. I am thankful for the fact nobody was hurt, or even killed, but I just don't know what's going to happen now.
Yeah. That's rough. Like, to lose everything in a fire that's so preventable. Like, it's hard enough to lose your stuff in, say, something like a natural phenomenon like a forest fire or something like that. But to lose something in a fire that you tried to prevent, like residents were going to council and building the builder and all these things saying, listen, there's a problem here. What if there's a fire? This isn't going to work. And they were all told, oh, no, everything's fine. Everything's hunky-dory. And then look at what happens, a fire. And this company is so lucky that nobody's dead, because there's already going to be a lawsuit. But a wrongful death lawsuit is what's the problem. So
Horizontal separate. Heading level 2. At the scene. By BBC London's Craig Mackenzie. Image caption. Image. London Fire Brigade said it received about 50 calls to the fire. End of. Image cap.
So these are just pictures of the firefighterman. The firefighterman. Jesus. Holy crap. I told you I was tired. Oh my lord. Okay. Oh. I know UK flats from the 60s and 70s are rabid warrens for crime and drugs. That's unfortunate. Let's see. Sure, dog, as long as it's made of wood and not out of concrete and steel, because no one likes the look of concrete and steel. Listen, reason 552 for not living in a flat. Yeah. Hello, Zombie Teddy. Let's see. Holy crap. I need to wake up. All right. Next article. Alrighty. Next story here. What do we have? Okay, this is one that's going to make us angry. But there was a couple of way worse ones in the Discord that I was like, no, I'm not reading. But this one is worth reading. So this one, so it says, child abuse viewers should avoid prosecution. What? What? As Sheila Broflovsky would say, what? Let's find the... We've got a picture of a boy standing by a window. Here we go.
People arrested for viewing indecent images of children who do not have a criminal record should undertake life skills courses rather than face prosecution, according to a report.
No. If you're going to view indecent material regarding children, you need to be locked up, not receive life skills courses.
The recommendation comes from Link, campaign group Justice, and is designed to help cope with a surge in sex offenses. You are currently
cope with a surge in sex offenses. Did you ever think that maybe you guys are being way too lenient on these sex offenses, and instead of being more lenient, you should be more strict, perhaps? Just a thought, instead of trying to be like, oh, you sexually assaulted a child, you raped a child, you poor thing. Let's take care of you and make sure you're okay. No, you couldn't control yourself enough to, ask for help or anything like that. You just went and did it, and now people are feeling sorry for the people like that. Ugh. Oh, a earthquake in Cleveland. I will look at that next, trucker. A 4.0 earthquake in Ohio. As soon as this article is over, I'll go grab that article.
Justice said it was important to identify ways to stop sexual offending occurring in the first place.
Yes. Punish those who are doing it so that it will get across to other people that if you do this, you will be severely punished.
The group's director, Andrea Kumar, called for a holistic approach.
A holistic approach. Oh.
That approach, she said, should include education, prevention, and effective rehabilitation. Justice's proposed life skills scheme for first-time offenders, or those without a criminal record, would include 5 sessions over 4 months, and 1 follow-up session 8 months later. You are currently on a text element. The sessions, designed to educate and assist rather than shame and punish, would include advice on strategies to manage impulses and safe internet behavior.
You should be shamed and punished for assaulting children. They're children. Oh my God. And this is a woman saying this. This is a woman saying this shit. That people shouldn't be, that people who watch videos of, say, child porn should not be shamed and punished for watching child porn, but should be basically handheld and taught life skills and you know, coddled and told, oh, it's okay. Your fifis are, more important than the child whose life you ruined. By the way, that earthquake is close to Oberlin College karma. Maybe. Hey, Maddie.
List 2 items. Link. But a government spokeswoman said it was already the case that some viewers of indecent material avoided prosecution. Those who view, but don't create or share, such images and so pose a low risk to children can already be given cautions with tough conditions attached by the police, if prosecutors agree, she said. These conditions require them to complete a program to tackle the root causes of their behavior, which helps reduce reoffending and keep the public safe. The report, entitled Prosecuting Sexual Offenses, also says internet companies should have to report to companies house what they are doing to stop sexual offenses taking place on their platforms. You are currently on some 57 recommendations are made to tackle the rise in sexual offense allegations and you are currently on a tech link, the disclosure scandal, which saw rape trials collapse after vital evidence came to light at the last minute. Heading level 2, treatment.
Wow. Okay, let's read about this treatment that they're proposing.
The working party that prepared the report was chaired by Peter Rook QC, a former Old Bailey judge who presided over some of the UK's most notorious sex cases, including those of Link, prolific pedophile Richard Huckle, and the Oxford child sex grooming ring. He said, we have sought to identify areas where greater efficiency can be achieved without in any way eroding fair trial. You are currently on a text element. We found that there is substantial scope for alleviating the pressures upon the criminal justice system by improving our response to sexual offending and treatment of those it has harmed.
Wow.
We found that there is substantial scope for alleviating the pressures upon the criminal justice system by improving our response to sexual offending and treatment of those it has harmed.
Okay.
The recommendations also include measures to improve the treatment of complainants and vulnerable witnesses, such as dedicated hearings to assess their needs and pre-recorded evidence for all sex cases.
Okay, that makes a little bit more sense because a lot of people who have been brutally sexually abused usually don't want to face their accuser in court. So if they can provide a pre-recorded witness statement, however, on the flip side of that, a pre-recorded witness statement could also be abused because they're just as people abuse children and abuse, people sexually. There are people that will use these guidelines as false allegations as well, and people could use a pre-recorded statement for putting out a false allegation. So it's a stiff balancing act. I definitely disagree that you shouldn't be shaming and punishing people who are watching child abuse. I mean, no, if you're gonna watch that shit and not report it, you're just as bad. What was the saying? The worst that a good man can do to fight evil is nothing, or something like that. Let's see. Thank you to Martin for the $2 donation. Did you like your blind puns the other day, or was it annoying? No, it was funny. It was funny on Friday. It was because it was just so random. I think if it were to keep going though, I think that it would become something that would get tired. But for that day, it was really funny because it was just a spur of the moment type of deal. Oh, thank you, Duck Dog. All it takes is for evil to succeed is for good men to do nothing. Yes, thank you for fixing that quote for me. They can video it, but the lawyers present. That way the child never has to see the person that hurt them. Yes. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's close that tab. And that's the end of that article. So let's read about the earthquake. Let's read about that earthquake. Ah. Okay. This is from the earthquake, the USGS.gov. So this is right from the horse's mouth, so to speak. Here, where is the body of this article? So 4.04 kilometers. Okay. June 10th. Okay, so it gives you the latitude and longitude. 41.695 degrees north and 81.466 degrees west, 5 kilometers depth. So pretty, I wouldn't know if that's shallow or deep. Let's see if they've got an explanation here or if that's all it is. No, this looks like it was just the data here. Yeah. That's it. It was just where it was and how deep it was. All right. Let's go back to inbox and we'll go back to my storage. Let's see here. Let's see. Martin says, quick question for chat. If somebody tells you that they have thoughts/feelings on that thing that shall not be named, do you automatically shun them, or is it a disorder in the DSM? What thing that shall not be named? I'm confused. Okay, let's see. What's the next article that I've got here? Oh, I read that one. Okay, so F-35. Oh, sorry. I was reading a picture. Oops. So, U.S. gives Turkey ultimatum on Russian missiles. So Turkey or U.S. is giving Turkey basically an ultimatum that says you have to choose whose weapons you're going to purchase and use. Either way, though, they will not be around children at least as much as I can stop it. Agreed, Sarah. Let's see here. Oh, that thing that shall not be named. Okay, yeah. If they had if you know that they are just talking about it, I would go tell them they need help. If they have acted on it, you need to tell somebody. And if you don't know and it's making you uncomfortable, then just separate yourself from them. So here we go. Turkey is being asked to choose between F-35 jets from the US and the Russian stuff. So let's see here.
Turkey has been given a deadline at the end of July to choose between buying U.S. fighter jets and Russian anti-aircraft missile systems. Acting U.S. Defense Secretary Patrick Shanahan set out the ultimatum in a letter to his Turkish counterpart, Hulusi Akar. Turkey, he said, could not have both America's F-35 advanced fighter jets and Russia's S-400 systems.
No, that would be unfair. You don't get to have both, Turkey. I'm sorry, that's not an option. That my state is looking at a chemical castration. Huh. Let's see. No F-35 for you. Yeah, exactly. I've been worried and anxious and ignoring that person for 2 weeks. Okay.
The two NATO allies have been locked in a row over the S-400 for months. America argues that the Russian systems are both incompatible with NATO defense systems and pose a security threat, and wants Turkey to buy its Patriot anti-aircraft systems instead. Turkey, which has been pursuing an increasingly independent defense policy, has signed up to buying 100 F-35s and has invested heavily in the F-35 program, with Turkish companies producing 937 of the plane's parts.
Well, then it looks like you've got your decision made for you, Turkey. It's F-35 or nothing.
Horizontal separator head analysis box by Frank Gardner. Secure. This issue appears to be a red line for both nations, Turkey and the US. Speaking at the annual Globsec Security Forum here in Bratislava, Slovakia, NATO's new Supreme Allied Commander Europe, Jim Todd Walters, said we are not interested in sharing the capabilities of our F-35 with Russia. You are currently
Bratislava? Well, that's disturbing. That's where the movie Hostel took place.
Clearly, the Pentagon believes that if Turkey were to acquire both this state-of-the-art F-35 fighter and Russia's formidable S-400 missile defense system, then Russian technicians would be able to access the plane's vulnerabilities, putting U.S. pilots at additional risk. U.S., Turkish and Russian forces already operate in the same region in northern Syria. You are correct.
Oh.
But a senior Turkish diplomat, who asked not to be named, told me that Washington had raised no objections while Turkey was negotiating the deal with Russia, only after it was signed.
I highly doubt that. I seriously do. That doesn't sound right at all. I just that's stupid. You're telling me the US was like, "Oh, that's fine," until they signed the deal? Yeah, I don't believe you. I don't believe you, Turkey. I think you are full of crap.
Now, he said, it was too late for Turkey to back out even if it wanted to.
It is too late. So wait, he's saying that it's too late for Turkey to back out from Russia? Well, why did you sign a deal when you already signed a deal with the US?
When Turkey makes a deal, he said, it sticks to it.
But you made a deal with the US. You contracted with them. You started making parts for the planes. You wanted to buy 100 of them. You made a deal with them. So why are you not sticking to that deal, but you're gonna stick to the deal with Russia because principles? I don't get it. Norway has F-35s now, replacement for the F-16s. Okay. Let's see here.
Horizontal heading. Mr. Shanahan says in his letter that the U.S. is disappointed to hear that Turkish personnel have been sent to Russia to train on the S-400. Turkey will not receive the F-35 if Turkey takes delivery of the S-400, he writes. You still have the option to change course on the S-400.
Yeah, he does. Because Turkey was scheduled to receive these F-35s from the States. So I don't understand that argument of we can't go back on our deal with Russia. You just went back on your deal with the States. So it's okay for you to go back on one deal, but not the other deal. That's just weird. Hello. Let's see how do you pronounce this? Let's see here.
Image caption, and the S-400 missile system from Russia. Image Getty image cap, and the end of. The letter includes a schedule for winding down Turkish participation in F-35 pilot training. Twitter post by @Joyce _ The letter includes a schedule for winding down Turkish participation in F-35 pilot training.
Oh, wow. Okay, so they really mean business. They are not going to deliver these F-35s if Turkey carries on. They just had a picture of the letter from Shanahan. Okay, here we go.
We do not want to have the F-35 in close proximity to the S-400 over a period of time because of the ability to understand the profile of the F-35 on that particular piece of equipment, U.S. Undersecretary of Defense Ellen Lore told reporters. You are currently...
That's a good reason. Turkish arms deal, yep. Let's see here.
The first 4 F-35s to be delivered to Turkey have still not left the U.S., officially to allow Turkish pilots to train in them in America.
Oh.
Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan said on Tuesday his country was determined to proceed with the S-400 deal.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Way to go, Erdogan. So he's going to go ahead with the Russian deal. He's going to go back out of the U.S. deal. That's a bad idea. Wow, that's a stupid move. Bad move. Very bad move.
Media caption F-35s on H page F-30 media F-30. Unfortunately, we haven't received a positive proposal from the American side on the subject of Patriots like the S-400s from Russia, he said. Turkey has the second largest army in NATO, a 29-member military alliance set up to defend against what was at the time the Soviet Union. The head of Russia's state defense conglomerate Rostek, Sergei Kamazov, was quoted as saying on Friday that Russia would start delivering the S-400 to Turkey in about 2 months.
Wow. So Russia has said, or Turkey has said, screw the US's deal with us. We are going ahead with this deal with Russia. Wow. Mm. Let's see here.
Heading Level 2. What is the S-400 system? The S-400 Triumph is one of the most sophisticated surface-to-air missile systems in the world. It has a range of 400 kilometers, 250 miles, and one S-400 integrated system can shoot down up to 80 targets simultaneously.
Oh, yeah, good, because that's what we need Turkey to have. Oh, God.
Russia says it can hit aerial targets ranging from flying drones to aircraft flying at various altitudes and long-range missiles. Horizontal heading diagram of how S-400 missile system works. Image. List 1, 2. Target is identified. 1. Long-range surveillance radar tracks objects and relays information to command vehicle, which assesses potential targets. 1. 2. Target is identified and command vehicle orders missile launch. 2 of 4. 3. Launch data are sent to the best placed launch vehicle and it releases surface-to-air missiles. 3 of 4. 4. Engagement radar helps guide missiles towards target. 4 of 4.
Well, sounds like a wonderful weapon for Turkey to have. That's just
End of the list. Horizontal separate. Heading link. Russia. Link. United States.
Oh, those are the tags. Okay. So that's the end of that doom and gloom article, for crying out loud. Let's see, what do we have here? Justin Bieber wants to fight Tom Cruise. Here's some comic relief for us all. Oh, God. Okay, let's read about this piece of crap guy who happens to be from Canada, and I hate that. Anyway, here we go.
It is the Contest Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC, fans never knew they wanted.
I like the UFC, and I don't want this.
On Sunday, Justin Bieber challenged Tom Cruise to join him in the Octagon, the UFC ring, to solve a problem so fiendishly difficult no one had previously bothered to think of it. If a 25-year-old pop star stands 5 feet 9 inches, 175 cm, and sells 150 million records, attracting 106 million Twitter followers, why does he randomly decide to try to go to 56-year-old movie star into fighting him?
Because he is on cocaine and moronic? Sorry, I don't actually know that Justin Bieber is on cocaine, but this is, yeah.
Needless to say, a calculation so onerous quickly won the attention of the very best minds the social media platform had to offer. At Justin Bieber tweeted, "I want to challenge Tom Cruise to fight in the Octagon. Tom, if you don't take this fight, you're scared and you will never live it down. Who is willing to put on the fight?" At Dana White image. You are.
Oh, God, dude, you're not a fighter. You can't even sing. You could sort of sing before your voice dropped, but not really. But then your voice dropped, and now you really can't sing. And you know it. And that's why you're trying to fight Tom Cruise now. This is sad. Oh, yeah, thanks for reminding me I want coffee. Um, ugh. Let's see. You know, Bieber's on coke. Oh, well, I just said that. I don't know if he actually is. You think Tom Cruise will fight a trans man? I don't know what Tom Cruise will do.
Image copyright at just presentational white former UFC champion Conor McGregor. Former UFC champion Conor McGregor was quick to talk up about prospects. Does Cruise have the sprouts to fight? He inquired, simultaneously offering his own company services in hosting the clash and then offering to fight actor Mark Wahlberg on the undercard.
Jesus Christ. Actors should not be fighting in the UFC. Sounds like someone's trying to stay in the spotlight a little. I forgot Justin Bieber even existed, says Green Thunder. Yeah, I know, right? Aren't Canadians fighters though? Depends on what it is. Isn't Bieber a trans person? No. Bieber has lived in a bubble forever. Yes, he has. Bank robber holds up 2 banks using a ripe avocado. That's funny, Sarah. Manlit fight. Yep.
Twitter post by @TheNotor. Link. If Tom Cruise is man enough to accept this challenge, McGregor Sports and Entertainment will host the bout. You are currently on. Does Cruise have the sprouts to fight, like he does in the movies? Stay tuned to find out.
Oh, Connor.
Link. End of Twitter presentational. Meanwhile, Jake Marsh of Comedy Sports Podcast Pardon My Take provided the rundown on the potential fight.
Oh, this will be good.
Twitter post by link. Tail of the tape, cruising for a bruising. Justin Bieber, Tom Cruise. 25'8", 5 feet 9 inches height, 5 feet 7 inches.
Tom Cruise is an inch taller than me. Oh my god.
68 inches est. Reach 65 inches. $265 million net worth $570 million. Link. Justin Bieber checkmark. Link. Link. End of presentation at list 3 of black square.
Oh my gosh. That's just silliness. I don't see that working out very well. And I don't like Tom Cruise very much, but I have a feeling that he might actually win that fight. Isn't Bieber Canada's biggest pop export? No. No, Bieber is not Canada's biggest. I think Celine Dion has still beat him out. Bryan Adams probably still has him beat. Rush isn't pop, but Alanis Morissette probably has him beat still. Shania Twain probably has him beat out still. Who else? Yeah, Tom Cruise would flatten Bieber, says Sarah. Yeah, no, there's a bunch of pop icons from Canada who have been around for a lot longer and have actual music. Who probably have a lot more money than Bieber, and a lot more fame even in the States and internationally. So let's find the next article here. An F-35A stealth fighter jet went down in... Wait. Okay, so an F-35A stealth fighter jet... Wait, an F-35A stealth fighter jet of Japan's stealth forces has crashed. And it says that the pilot had spatial disorientation. And this airplane, yes, the airport crashed. They crashed the airport because of spatial disorientation. Let's see, Tom Cruise is one of those actors that will tell you to hit them as hard as possible to make the shot realistic. Bieber is an idiot. Yeah. Nope, Shania Twain's Canadian. Alanis Morissette is Canadian. Who else is Canadian that is famous, that is a pop star? Like I said, Celine Dion is Canadian. We've got fucking Chaos is Canadian, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Chaos is Canadian. Drake is Canadian. I hate Drake, but still, Drake is Canadian. Are Rush actually good? I'm not much of a Rush fan. Stop talking about air crashes. I will be scared to go to work tomorrow. Oh. Bryan Adams is Canadian. Yep. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Drake is Canadian. No. But they're, as much as I hate to say it, Drake is really the biggest. He really is. Look at the whole reaction to the basketball thing. Yeah, that's true. And Martin, Rush and Metallica can't really be compared because they're two different types of music. Rush is still rock, but it's definitely more geared towards the alternative, like softer stuff. And Metallica is more your metal type of deal. Yeah, Rush had a couple of good songs, but I'm with Pinkalo. I'm not a big Rush person at all. I don't much care for their music. There's a lot better Canadian rock bands out there. Like, I don't know, the Tragically Hip. The Guess Who. Or not the Guess Who, the Who. No. Fuck. I always fuck it up. American Woman. The guys who wrote American Woman. I think that was the Who. Yes, I remember that Family Guy episode, Straight with Mail. Who is the real life Bond villain? Guess Who? Yes. Thank you, Irate. Who is the real life Bond villain? Let's get to that article. You guys will like this. You'll like this. Kim Jong-un executes general by throwing him in a piranha-filled fish tank. I'm not kidding. This is actually an article from the Daily Star. I am not fucking with you here. This actually says from the Daily Star, this says Kim Jong-un executes general by throwing him in piranha-filled fish tank. So this is just straight out of a fucking Bond villain or Bond movie right here. We're gonna read about this. LMAO, that sounds like bullshit. Yeah, I know. We'll have to see. That's awesome, says Duck Dog. Elon Musk would make a great Bond villain. You know what? He would. He really would, actually. I'm not just saying that to, agree, but he really totally would. Mr. Bond, I'm going to put you in this vacuum chamber. Wasn't Jobs a villain when he cheated Woz out of $2,500? Oh, he probably cheated Steve Wozniak out of a lot more than $2,500. Let's see here. So this is from the Daily Star. So we'll take this article with as much, as much, as we can with a grain of salt, because I would doubt that it's like Irate says. It sounds a lot like bullshit. So we'll see if Safari will actually load this page so that I can read it. This goes on pretty much with the whole. Wait, Pinkala says this goes along with the whole. He executed pretty much all of those that held on to the Trump thing. Oh, yeah. Maybe it's satire. Well, we'll see. Let's go here. Come on. Don't tell me you're busy. Let's go, Safari. I see what's wrong. I've got a cookie pop up. Let's get rid of that here. I see the issue. Goddamn cookies. There we go. All right. Come on. Come on, I want to read this article, you piece of crap. You know what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to Google this thing here. Because that way we can find this actual body of this to see what it's about. Because I'm curious. I'm very curious. Here, here's what we're going to do. We're going to Google this because I want to read about this. But I want to find a paper that is actually going to give me something I can read. All right. Let's open up a new tab and see what Google has to tell us here. Let's see. Okay, let's see if the sun, it's on the sun too. Let's see if the sun will be cooperative. Let's see if the sun will work. Oh, it's working. Okay. All right, here we go.
Note close button. 12 close Safari. Kim Jong-un executed one of his generals by throwing him into a piranha-filled fish tank, according to reports. The North Korean despot apparently used the tank that was built specifically as a new method of execution in his Pyongyang presidential palace.
He had his tank specifically built for executing people? What the hell? Okay. This has to be, oh my god. Does Kim Jong-un have a minion? Yes, Kami in space. What about a giant laser? Can we start cutting people in half? The method of death might be bullshit, but he definitely executed pretty much the entire entourage of the Trump summit. Or of the Trump visit, and then I read in a legitimate news source. Yeah. Let's see. Are there sharks with lasers too? Pew, pew. Saddam Hussein had a swimming pool with a high board just for hanging people. A swimming board with a high pool, I was about to say. Good lord, okay.
Kim Jong-un reportedly executed a general by tossing him into piranha-filled fish tank over attempted coup plot. Credit, AP. Link 3. Black. End of. Kim is allegedly cooking up a number of new methods to execute rebels at his Ryong-sang residence. Credit, Getty. Link 3. The aide is said to have been murdered for reportedly planning a coup. Sources claim his arms and torso were slashed open with knives before he was dumped in the tank. Visited. Link. Star on Sunday. Reported.
Wow. Okay, so they've just tried, they linked to the Star article that I'm not able to read. So, but let's see.
It has not been confirmed if he died from his injuries or if he was eaten alive by the animals. The aquarium is said to be filled with hundreds of piranhas from Brazil. Some believe Kim got the piranha execution method from the 1977 James Bond film The Spy Who Loved Me.
Yeah. Oh god. Kim, you're insane, dude. You're absolutely batshit crazy. You are just absolutely insane. I can't. I cannot.
The villain Karl Stromberg kills his enemies, dropping them into an aquarium filled with sharks. Rumors suggest the tubby tyrant had been creating several methods of execution at the Ryong-sang residence in a bid to scare the potential rebels.
The tubby tyrant? Uh-oh, that's insulting. You can't insult Kim Jong-un.
Video player. Heading level. Bond villain Karl Stromberg kills his enemies by dropping them into an aquarium filled with sharks.
Oh, that's the video of... Okay.
Heading level 3. Kim's kill list the most savage executions ordered by the North Korean leader.
Oh.
The tubby tyrant has become renowned for the creative ways he dispatches those who cross him. Agricultural official Hong Min was executed with an anti-aircraft gun after he challenged Kim's leadership in 2016.
Jesus Christ!
Oh Song-han, the deputy minister for public security, was accused of corruption in 2014 and was tied to a stake then burned alive with a flamethrower.
Oh my god! What the hell is wrong with this dude? Tubby Tyrant, yes. Lil Kim, yep.
Kim's aunt, Kim Kyung-wei, was poisoned after she protested the death of her husband in the same year.
What? Why did you kill your uncle? That wasn't nice. Oh shit, now I'm dead too. Oh. Burned alive with a flamethrower, yes. You heard that right.
The rotund despot also had his older brother, Kim Jong-un, bumped off while he was in Malaysia using a deadly nerve agent.
God damn.
A manager of a turtle farm in the country was shot when the corpulent dictator visited the farm after he explained that the reptiles had died due to a lack of power, water and food. Other execution methods milling around Pyongyang's residents include feeding victims to tigers, beheading, burning victims alive and even blasting them with an anti-tank gun.
What the fuck? An anti-tank gun? An anti-aircraft gun? Why? Rocket Boy. Yeah, no kidding. Let's see here.
Heading level 3. Most read world news.
Okay, so that's the end of that article. So, holy crap, Kim Jong-un is insane. All right, let's see. We've got a couple more articles that we can read. Let's pick one here. Contraband flown by drone onto prison grounds. Ex-con charged with delivering marijuana to his former home. Okay. Sounds retarded. Let's see. Where's the story? I see tags. Okay, I went too far here. There it is. There's the story. I apologize, you guys. Okay, so this is a story from June 7th, but it's still funny.
Investigators charged Robert Kinzer, 37, with possession of marijuana with intent to deliver, a felony, in connection with a plot to introduce. Robert Kinzer, 19 JPG, contraband according to contraband into the Lincoln Correctional Center, which houses about 500 male prisoners.
So this is from Nebraska, I'm guessing, if it says Lincoln. Bloody voice to text, yeah, I know. Anti-tank gun, his enemies must have been bullies. Yeah, I know, right?
According to link, arrest warrant. An inmate on a work detail last year found a downed DJI Phantom 4 drone on prison property. 2 plastic pouches holding pot, tobacco, and rolling papers were attached to the crashed unmanned aerial vehicle. The warrant does not address for whom the contraband was intended.
Well, nobody's gonna be dumb at I shouldn't say that. Usually people aren't dumb enough to put who the pot and stuff is for. Anti-tank gun? Isn't that excessive for a human being? Yes, generally. It generally is, yes.
The drone, investigators determined, was outfitted with an aftermarket release mechanism which allowed for remotely activating the deployment of the drone's payload. Additionally, the drone's navigation lights were covered with black tape. A subsequent Nebraska State Patrol examination of the drone's memory card yielded video clips and still images, some of which were shot at a demolition site where Kinzer worked as a foreman. Extracted GPS data show that the drone was flown above or in the vicinity of the prison on 2 days. Questioned about the recovered images, Kinzer. Link. Acknowledged. Piloting the drone over the work site. However, when asked about another photo that was taken over the Lincoln Prison's grounds, Kinzer. Link. Denied responsibility for that drone image.
Yeah, I took one of those pictures, but not the other one. Oh, dude. You're screwed, buddy. Just admit it.
Pictured in the above mugshot, Kinzer denied trying to fly contraband beyond the prison's walls. He also claimed not to have lost control or crashed the drone near the prison. Asked about the quadcopter's remote drop mechanism, Kinzer said it. Link. Was for fishing with the drone.
Fishing with the drone. What? I mean, okay, I could be wrong. This could be a thing. But how do you fish with a drone? Anyone? Anyone know how you fish with a drone? Because that just doesn't compute with me.
Kinzer spent about 9 years incarcerated in the Lincoln prison, convicted of methamphetamine. Phantom Quicks JPG. Distribution. Link. Distribution. Assault on a peace officer and weapons possession. Kinzer was released from custody in December 2010. The arrest warrant notes that Kinzer has. Link. Tattoos. Indicating ties to white supremacist views and Northern European heathenism symbolism.
Of course. Gotta throw in the white supremacy angle and all that just to make him extra bad.
Kinzer told an investigator that he. Link. Sold the Phantom 4 drone via Craigslist. Within a week or two of purchasing it, he said that the buyer gave him $800 in a Walmart parking lot for the drone and all of its accessories, but Kinzer was unable to provide proof of the Craigslist ad or any of the text messages he claimed to have exchanged with the buyer.
Huh.
A subpoena to Craigslist returned no drone ads connected to Kinzer's email address.
Which means there was no ad and he didn't sell it.
A police examination of Kinzer's phone revealed an application that was used to fly the DJI drone. Flight data stored on the app show that the drone had been flown above and near the Lincoln prison on multiple days. If convicted of the new felony drug charge, Kinzer faces a maximum 20-year prison sentence, 9 pages. You are currently FB.
Wow. So if he gets convicted, he's gone for 20 years on top of the 9 he's already served in prison for possession of methamphetamine with intent to distribute. That's wow. Wow. I've talked to you about fishing with a drone. I've explained the mechanics of it several times now. I just can't picture it. I have to be there to see it because it's just not. It just. I want to watch you fish with a drone, just so that I know, like, it's something I'm having trouble picturing, even though it's been described to me. Yeah.
Twitter tweet button.
So that's the end of that article, and we've got 6 minutes left, guys. So let's see what you guys have to say. What do you guys have to say here? I gotta get a better drone. The one I have sucks. Oh, okay. How does it fly outside, by the way? I know you've taken it outside to fly now with Alex, so. So yeah, those were, I've got, like I said, there is tons of news in Discord. There's no way we're gonna be out of news this week. I hurt my neck. Oh, Milkman Dan, that sucks. That really sucks. I hope you feel better soon. Hurting your neck is never fun. Holy moly, stop yawning, Blind Press. Okay. Let's see here. What else have we got? Thanks, no worries, dude. So while you guys are, it's akin to back pain, I reckon, says Milkman Dan. Yeah, I can't, like, speaking of today, my back is absolutely killing me. It's probably the fact that the weather is not too great today. It's very rainy and gloomy and causing me to have an headache, and listening to coffee streams makes my 8-hour shift fly by. I'm a happy panda. Oh, thanks, dude. I'm glad that you find enjoyment out of them. I enjoy bringing them to you guys. I really do. So, what do you guys think? Do you like this screen reader, or should I play with it a bit and see if I can find one that enunciates a bit more? Same here, crappy weather, says Milkman Dan. Ah. The stream made my drive home fun, especially the piranha execution story. Well, I'm glad. Ow, my back just cracked. That was very painful. Let's see. I can understand it fine, says Milkman Dan. Oh, good. That one isn't too bad. Oh, that's good. I don't mind Ava. Ava's not a bad voiceover voice. Samantha was terrible. That one's terrible. The Siri female is definitely the best one. For my opinion, anyway. I'm not going to Twitch. Don't worry, Martin. I'm staying here. I can't use Twitch as well as I can YouTube. I've built up my following here. There's no point in switching to Twitch. I may still put my game stuff there, but I don't know yet. But the coffee stream and stuff is staying here. Let's see. The Siri one sounds great. I love the Siri voice. Here, let's see if I can quickly show you guys what Siri sounds like in this voiceover utility. Before we stop the stream, speech. Voices. Customize. Let's see here. Let's see here. They have a They have a thing called Princess. Oh my god. Princess? Holy shit. That's ridiculous. Oh, that's no good. They don't have the Siri one here. That's annoying. I'll just have to stay with Ava. Well. Boo earns. Also, I checked out your channel a bit today. It's good. Oh. I like your voice, BP. Aw. Thank you. I may take a nap. My brain is mush. Yeah, I know how you feel. I'm gonna need more coffee. Let's see. Well, guys, thank you all for coming and watching. I hope you appreciate and like this stuff. I love doing it for you. I really do hope you enjoy it. It's really fun to do this for you. I love doing it, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope everyone has a great day. Enjoy the rest of your shifts or your drives or whatever you're doing. Be sure to come back tomorrow at noon for another edition of the coffee stream. I hope everyone will be happy to come back, and we'll see everyone tomorrow. Enjoy yourselves, guys. Stay safe out there, and if you guys are having nice weather, enjoy that too. See you tomorrow, guys.